think you'll agree that's a very valuable point, isn't it? Point gained.
Yeah, I'd say it's a point gained as opposed to losing two, purely based on the fact that I thought they bossed it first half. We definitely came in lucky just to be 1-0 down. And then obviously second half, we poured it right on them. I thought we were superb. Sort of lay siege to the goal. Had probably a good half a dozen chances. I think a point was a fair result in terms of it being a game of two halves. But I thought we had the better chances second half to probably go and pinch it. But as you say, it's a point gained.
Made two subs at half time. A lot to be said for 4-4-2.
Well, yeah, we just felt with how narrow and compact Nantwich play in the middle of the park, that second half, with a bit of width, we could get at them, and it showed. I thought Joe second half was fantastic, as he was on Saturday. He was unlucky not to start, but we changed the shape from Saturday. He was brilliant. Took the transition from defence to attack really quickly for us, and put the full back under all sorts of pressure. And I thought John on his debut did really well. But as I said in there, the ball seemed to go down the left a lot more with Joe as opposed to with JJ. So the subs work in terms of getting back into the game. So we're relatively happy with the old performance.
And I imagine we're still trying to get a couple of players in. Obviously on the bench we're a couple short tonight.
Yeah, we've got obviously Danny and Richie both out with hamstring injuries. We're hoping they're not too long. Tunjian is still struggling with his back and knee, and Dawson was on the bench tonight. Probably could have played if need be, but he's still tight. So got lads to come back, but always looking to add and improve, as we've done with John Johnson. We've got a couple of irons in the fire, and if we can get the deals done, then brilliant. If not, we'll hopefully get the lads who are injured back soon.
And how much did the conditions have a part? I think at times they try and play a very technical game, and we couldn't keep up. You said through the middle, but obviously there were lads slipping here, there, and everywhere. Yeah,
I just thought we struggled to get hold of number 10, Josh Hancock, who we had pre-season, drifting into the hole. Seemed to struggle a little bit with that. And I think once we change the shape and give Gaz and Scott a job, because they're as good as I've seen in the middle of the park. We've played most of the season with three in there. We've gone away from it for the last couple of games and gone back to it tonight, and it didn't work for us first half. But you rather than have a look at our lads, I'll take my hat off to Nantwich and say they played really well first half. But second half the changes worked, and as I said, we did well to get back in the game.
And just finally, a word on Skem on Saturday.
Can't wait. Really looking forward to it. We seem to have turned the corner a little bit now with a home form. How Skem are fifth bottom in the league, I haven't got a clue, because I've watched them a couple of times, and as good as I've seen as a footballing side. In fact, I came on Boxing Day against Nantwich, and there was no difference between the two sides. We're a very technical footballing side, try and play. So we'll have our work cut out, but looking forward to getting to train on Thursday, working on one or two things, and then getting the game on Saturday.